Hello chaps, welcome back to Battle Brothers. Now, in the gap since the last episode, I've had a little bit of thinking and I'm pretty concerned, as I feel I well should be. I mean, we just took a hit of 2 brothers, and it's day 16 and we still don't even have any basic mail, so we are very much behind the 8 ball here. With a cargo to Caspar, 2 days to the east, 500 gold, that could be a good one. This looks like an escort, well docked, for 2 less. I prefer the delivery. Now we may have to stop along the way and sell some gear, because I don't think we have 2 days worth of salary. Also, I have a suspicion that 2 days figure is calculated by looking at the roads, so we might actually be able to do this in under 2 days. Well, we're committed now. There's no city between us and Gelbstadt, but yeah, no, definitely we'll make it before the next afternoon. We kind of need our fortunes to change here. We need a fight with 1 or 2 raiders that actually has decent armor. I need to dagger them down. Before we know it, it'll be day 30, and by then you're facing only raiders. The thugs start showing up. So we're on a 14-day timer, if not less. Scary stuff. Okay, what is this? Find a place. Yep, sure, I can do that. Find bleached ruins somewhere in the region of Torched Plains, not far to the east. Are we still trying to get the 2,000 gold? I actually like this because maybe I'll just do a little bit of a loop. Hopefully we can find a little hut with some zombies in, which right now is one of the best options we have for getting our hands on some basic mail. But we won't spend that long. So we're going to hire 1 more lad to get us up to 8. I think 8 is the minimum size we can be at. 17 days already in. Then we got to push to the 2,000 gold. Not what I was looking for. But that could end up paying dividends for us. At least now we know it's there. So hopefully it'll start giving us missions to go there and fetch the widget. Actually, let's follow there, see if we can't find some tracks. It'll be worth checking in here periodically, these 2 places. Because also, I mean, ideally you can find a hut with zombies in, but you can also find a patrol. Okay, so what have you got for us? This looks like an escort. To Bitterfell, 2 days to the northeast. It's only 200 gold profit, so that's actually not that good. I think I might turn that down. So Wiedekind Fodder, the grimy grave robber, enters your tent with his hands behind his back. You don't wish to delay what madness has been brought before you much longer, so you go ahead and ask what the man wants. So I've gotten word that a local baron, a wealthy man indeed, has been recently put to rest in a graveyard not far from here. Leaning back in your chair, you give the man a shrug. He continues. I don't wish to ask the other men to help, for they look at me like some sort of horrid thing, but you're different. You hired me after all. You lean forward, drawing your armor taut and the chair beneath you to a groaning wooden whine. Let me guess. You want me to help you dig up this baron's grave? The man grins, a pathetic sight, one that reminds you of the time you scolded a dog for stealing a biscuit. I'll get my shovel. You and Wiedekind Fodder stalk low through the bushes, a gangly duo of absurdity, silhouettes murky and ruminating of obvious hijinks even in the darkest of nights. The 2 of you enter the graveyard as though you were to happen about it by accident, merely pretending that what is to unfold next would surely not come from 2 strange such as yourselves. About the graveyard are rows and rows of grey slabs and marbled statues with no faces and black iron gates that hee-hawed in the wind. Tall grass everywhere, fertilizer in abundance, flowers homegrown and others laid down from elsewhere, and some a bit of both. Pursing his lips, the grave robber turns about. He stabs his shovel into the ground and puts his fists to his hips. God damn it. Sensing something off, you ask what's wrong. He spits and answers. I can't remember if it is that grave, that one, or the other one. He points to 3 different sites. One is a modest little stone, bleached and bolded to commemorate a death. Another is gated with Gothic spires. Another is but a door to a mausoleum. The grave robber turns to you. We probably don't have much time here. Which grave do you think it is? I think it be. He said a baron, so is the baron likely to be gated behind the Gothic spires? This door to a mausoleum. So going into the mausoleum just sounds to me to be too greedy. I think let's try the Gothic fence. Just as you take your shovel into hand, a man's voice calls out to you. Just what in the hell do you think you're all doing? You wheel around to see a man lighting a lantern. He holds it up, the handle creaking as it swivels back and forth. Y'all look like grave robbers to me. Weedigan Fodder unsheathes a knife from his belt. The watchman unsheathes a bell from his own belt. A large, rotund instrument that glistens gold on the side of the lantern's light, white on the side of the moon's. Come after me you may, but not before I give this here bell a good ringing. Then the next bell you'll hear shall toll for thee. You grab Weedigan Fodder by the collar and tell him to leave. There's no sense in causing trouble. The watchman barks at you as you depart. I'll remember your faces, like a kicked dog knows the boot that done did it. I'll remember your faces. Oh, that's embarrassing. So I wonder if that lowers... Yeah, definitely. You and your men attempted to rob a local grave. Embarrassing. So we can only assume that going for the mausoleum, that this is worth fighting. A few thugs, the marksmen are scary, but there are hands and guards that can absorb the shots of those marksmen. And there's even a few, it's caravan hands, a few guards even. Okay, this is definitely winnable. It's like 5 caravan guards and hands, plus the 7 of us. Anyway, so that little event there with the mausoleum and the graves and whatnot, it's the first time I've encountered that. That's a new one. And in retrospect, we probably should have gone for the... Oh god, that's scary. Gone for the mausoleum. I just want to see what these guards and hands do. Okay, they move forward. Excellent. We'll just hold the shield wall then. Look at all these raiders don't have very good armor. They've all got this 95 armor, which is okay, but it's not wonderful. I'm gonna get my hands on that arming sword though. Their weapons is what I most want here. Okay, it hits someone at least. Have any of you guys got that event before? What kind of rewards did you get? I would assume that because it's a mausoleum, it'll be something like one of those undead weapons, which actually aren't that great. Unless, of course, you get the war scythe, but I'm talking more about just like the one-handed sword or something like that. They're not. Oh, fuck's sake! Bloody Pilum. Now I could break and try to close it on that marksman, but I want to see what this caravan guard does first. I don't want to put myself into melee range of that boar spear. We can attack twice this turn and then again on the next turn. Did the donkey just make a noise? I think that's a first. Yeah, unfortunately I've got nothing for this crossbowman right now. Let's just kill the other dudes. Move forward, you tit! What's the matter with you? I could start creeping forward here with Wiedekund and Ewald. Once we can move 2 squares and then get our shields up, then we'll try close in there. 30% is worth a try. And make no mistake, that crossbowman is the biggest threat on the field right now. Unlucky. Don't put a spear wall down. Okay, good. Ooh! Ow, right in the face. Shit. That's a big mistake by the marksman though. Come on, good hit. Don't attack me, attack the caravan guard, you tit. Would love to get my hands on that flail. Yes, Eric. Stun, very nice. See, this is a tough choice now. Actually, it's not. We rotate Wiedekind out. See, I didn't want that to happen, but I suppose what's worse, Wiedekind being in contact with the flail or the spear. Oh! He shot the ass, thank goodness. Oh, those are some good blocks. Well done, Wiedekind. 43 or 48, we'll take the 48. Nice. Damn it. Okay, his turn is done, so... Oh, great hit! I'm actually considering having my outside flank raiders, the two-handed weapon guys, go with the two-handed flails. I mean, we saw how effective that two-handed flail was on that hedge knight in the last campaign. But with the setup I want to have with the 7 up front, I think 2 have to be maces. The one in the middle is actually up for debate. The central piece of the 7 men up front, I'm thinking of making my dagger specialist. But perhaps we can switch it up. Perhaps we can put 2 flails on the outside flanks, warhammers on the inside flanks, because you've got to have warhammers for the heavy armor stuff. So I'll be flail, warhammer, mace, dagger, mace, warhammer, flail. But then that middle position I can always switch out from the dagger to a greatsword. So at least I've got 1 greatsword for that split ability. I mean, I think if you really want to play the numbers and what's the most dependable hits with the two-handed weapons, you'd actually go for just great swords, nothing else. Because obviously they do less damage than like a two-handed warhammer, and it's not quite as sexy as the flail, which can hit everyone in a circle. But I think it's the most dependable with the plus accuracy. It does respectable damage, and it gives you the most flexibility with the ability to use split and that big slash. I've always thought that if you had 7 lads up front, all with great swords, if they were all Zweihanders, that would be pretty formidable. Get 'em, boys. I want that crossbow. Go on, Cesar. You fucked it up. Okay, good fight. So we're not going to get any of the armor that I would have wanted, but it's just that 95 armor laminar leather stuff. Just have to hope we get some of those tier 2 weapons. No point in chasing, we don't have any dogs. Well fought, men. Just 1 little pierced cheek, which kind of sucks, but not that bad. Just another boar spear, another helmet, 66 bonus crowns. I wonder if the developers have tweaked the rate at which different armor appears. Because, I mean, in all my previous campaigns, I'm almost certain I would have had basic mail by now, but it just hasn't shown up. Mersault. I think I can compromise a little bit with the defense because he's going to have a shield most of the time with quick hands. And the nice thing about a mace specialist is you can use the two-handed maces, but you don't have to. I mean, I feel like the real job of the mace specialists is to stun people. And of course, the two-handed mace stuns someone for 2 turns, but with a one-handed mace, you can stun 2 separate enemies for 1 turn. So it's arguable which is better tactically. I suppose, like most things in Battle Brothers, the answer is it depends. So I want to change up these pitchforks. That banner can't come soon enough. If we can get our hands on a speetum or 2 as well, it'll be amazing. But just do a bit of exploring, or bundu bashing as we call it here in South Africa. I believe Aussies refer to it as that as well. Let's just blunder our way into some orcs. You know what that means, gentlemen. Run away bravely. A tactical retreat. Oh god, that could be a little scary. I think these things can leap 2 tiles, so if they go 1, 2, they might be able to leap in. Ooh, that's scary. Run away! Now, I would like to play the brave Sir Robin music. But YouTube, I'll get a copyright strike. Now you may have heard the coconut sounds there in the background. That's actually my follower notification. And I mean, I record this with OBS, and I've noticed that OBS has been behaving a little strangely lately, and that sound will just randomly play in the background. Which is super weird. Okay, Mersault, the mace specialist. I feel like recover is what I want to give him here now. Or mace mastery, just for the guaranteed stun, but I don't have one of those tier 2 maces. If I had one on hand, then I would take mace mastery. I'm not going to have him fight with a stick now. I think just recover. I mean, the fact that I rolled that +4 hit points on the last turn means that I can get away with not having to take Colossus at this point. I can just push through to 75 or 80. You'll need Brawny eventually, but he's not wearing enough. Yeah, it's quick hands is also an option, but I think quick hands. I like quick hands because it's a combination offensive and defensive. Okay, we gotta sell some stuff. That's actually worth buying. We can turn a profit off of that. Anything here that qualifies as junk. Technically these knives do, I don't need them. I'm just trying to get another set of money for the salt. We could sell this stuff. But no, I mean, I want these wolf pelts because one more and we can get a cover for some armor. But then I don't have enough armor right now. Okay, so listen, we need 101 for the next payment. Plus 340. I need to get to 440, yep, which we can do. Bam. Okay, so we can sell 2 salt. That should give us just enough money and enough food to get to the next city. Hopefully make some profit off the salt. And just keep grinding. This is the hard part. Drive off brigands. We're gonna have to do this. We're just desperate for the money. I suggest we actually have a drink, get spirits up a bit. Yeah. Cheers, boys. Good luck. But now we have to wait and buy more food because we wouldn't be able to get there and back with that little bit of food that we have. Damn it. 89, 69, 430. Nice. Good bit of profit. Arguably, we could hire someone here. Especially if it's a farmhand. He's a huge survivor. Welcome, Gerlach. Let's hope he has... Nice! Yes! So, the lack of melee defense is unfortunate. The 57 melee skill with 2 stars is pretty excellent. This might be our dagger specialist. So let me just check. I think he's going to roll 3 to 4 every level. I'll just open up the wiki real quick. Sorry, I should have got this done before I started. I think it's talents. The talent table. Melee skill, 2 stars. He's going to roll 3 every level. So he'll have plus 33, which is... He'll have 90 at level 11. Perfect. He's going to be a shield specialist. He's got all the fatigue he needs to be able to use a dagger. That lack of melee defense will be offset. Arguably, maybe that's a waste because the plus 10 melee damage isn't going to go on to... what's the skill called? Pierce armor. Puncture. Hard to hit. Cannot land critical hits nor inflict additional damage. Actually, no, it is. Look, 15 to 35, 16 to 38. Okay, so in that, all right, this is our dagger master. So it's only 10% extra damage, but that, oh, that's nice to see. This dude has real potential. A big question then, who is going to be the lucky person who gets named after him? But I gave quick hands to Ewald, didn't I? Yes, so in that case then he's better off with the net. No, it was no salt. Right, who's next on the list? Eisenbart. Was it Eisen or Eisen? Ironbeard. Welcome, Eisenbart. So I must give a shout out to Padden Fane, who historically has been my dagger master for many campaigns past. But I'm sorry, Padden, let's give the new lads, the new recruits, a chance to get involved. Look at that 45 ranged skill. I think, like with the sergeant, honestly, especially because he's going to be an axe master, his melee skill is actually less important. Even if it stays at 60 throughout the entire campaign, it's not the end of the world. I mean, even if he does nothing but break shields, he's contributing. So what I'm half tempted to do is to give him dodge, lighter armor, bags and belts, quick hands, start with a crossbow or even a bow, and then we just chuck points into his range skill. We could even give him the throwing weapons. So if he holds a two-handed Dane axe, a one-handed axe, a shield, and 2 stacks of throwing axes. He can start with throwing axes and then switch to his Dane axe when he has to break shields. When the shield goes down, quick hands to a throwing axe. Why the hell not? Let's try something a little bit different. That's the whole point of this campaign. Eisenbart, I'm not going to put him on the front line until his melee skill is at least 65, and he's going to obviously student, fast adaption, recover, and dagger mastery. That'll put him at that level 5, and then he can go to the front line. God, I hope he survives. Right, let's take this mission and get him killed then, forthwith. Also, I wish I had hired him before paying for that round of drinks. Oh well. So what have we got here? One poacher, one marksman, and some raiders. Let's wait till it gets dark. Just don't want the game now to pull that little trick when it shows one thing now, but then when you actually engage, it shows something different. Like it's going to show like 20 marksmen or something stupid like that. Some raiders, that is scary. Well, it's gotten to the point where we've got to take on something like this. I mean, it's like 5 raiders. Oh, God. We've only got pitchforks and some shit weapons. This is not going to be easy. Some decent armor that I would want to get my hands on finally. I might want to move back and get my archer onto the high ground, or give someone onto the high ground at least. Even if it's Eisenbart. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want it 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. God, we have shit armor. It's not been a great start. Hunting bow. Okay, just 2 bows. That's at least something. Had it been 2 crossbows, that would have been the worst thing that could happen for us. Throwing weapons at night, perfect. What a waste. And then I think Eric Fodder is going to move in there for the surround. It does leave him a little exposed, but we just got to go. If we can dagger down one of the... We'll try to dagger this guy down. The rest of us kill this dude. Yes, Cesar! Move down there, but then that's going to get me to contact there. In fact, I'm expecting these guys to take these 2 positions, which means what for me? Eisenbart can move there and stab there. That allows Cesar to take the high ground. Aloysius moves there. That means we're going to end up destroying this guy's armor, but I think going for both would be greedy and a mistake. Okay, riposte, that's fine. That's also fine. That's not a great use of his fatigue. So everybody who can attack this guy without proccing his riposte, just go get him. Yes, Eisenbart! Is that good? Yeah. Okay, let's start surrounding this nerd. Shield up. Shield up. Be defensive, be careful. More thrown weapons, perfect. He's just wasting his time, frankly. I'm actually going to wait. He's got a shield wall up. If he attacks now twice on this turn, then I can attack him when he doesn't have his shield up. Yes, lads. Well done. Oh, Cesar. Is it just me, or are more of the guys confident at a higher rate than they were in the last couple of campaigns? I mean, is this, am I imagining things, or are we seeing the benefits of the fortified mind already? Charge! Okay, come on, here's the perfect opportunity. Get them, boys! Charge! Any excuse to use my Python clips. Yes, flee, you cowards! Okay, now we're just going to stop this dude from actually running, and then thereby having his armor get damaged. So just surround him. Give him the old surround and stab. Cesar, what a beast. Now, unfortunately, he's still going to run. I think his armor's going to get wrecked. See, unless you completely surround him, yeah, he's going to flee. We can kiss his armor goodbye. Shit, I needed that. Oh, that looks like a 40% chance we'll get his armor. It's better than nothing. We did manage to kill some of the raiders fairly quickly, so hopefully we'll at least get some of their weapons. From what I understand, how it works with the weapons is every time you attack with a weapon, the weapon takes damage. And the more damage it takes, the less likely you are to get it at the end of the mission. Okay, let's see what we got. Yes, we got the worn mail and some nice helmets and 2 flails and okay, fantastic, and a falchion. This is it, boys. This is the kind of fight we need. This is going to turn things around for us. So Mersault, I think, is our most valuable fighter right now. Eric is actually pretty important as well. Excellent. Okay, Wiedekind. Let's see. Let's go full tank. Hit points. And resolve. If he's full tank, I can even not bother with fast adaptation. Colossus. Shield expert. Taunt. Steel brow, gifted. His hit points are low. Nice, so less fatigue and view range and maximum range increased by +1. That's super important. So 67 plus 10% for determined. So 73. It's still not wonderful, but it's alright. Okay, so Volmar, we didn't even check this guy after the last mission, did we? So another melee skill, 1 point in melee skill, but no melee defense, no range defense, crap resolve, and 2 stars in initiative is just unfortunate, really. What can we do with this lad? He's not going to have big fatigue. He's certainly not suitable for front lines. I think we just call him fodder. I did briefly think of turning him into a shield breaker, but he doesn't have the fatigue for it. I mean, I would have to make him light armor and dodgy. 55 plus 1 star means he's going to roll, what, I think 2 to 3? Yeah, 2 to 3, so let's call it 2.5 times 11, so 22, or 30, to 85 at level 11. That's okay. Yeah, shield breakers don't particularly need great defense because they got quick hands, so I'll start with a shield. Okay, enough of the fodder. Let's make this a shield breaker. Okay, that is a named individual, so Legu. +3, thank you. +4, I'll take that. And +4, nice rolls. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Give me these flails. And then boar spears on you lads who have the crap accuracy. And 740 gold. Finally, the kind of payday we need as well. If we pop down the road to Wolfhaven, we can probably buy some more salt and flip that for more profit. Well done, men. Well done, Bloody Dawn. Exactly what we needed. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll hang on to that. We'll hang on to all of that. Not that, not that, not that. Bucklers, maybe I should hang on to. Like my back line could hold the bucklers. Now, last season I was briefly playing with the idea of having bucklers as backup shields when fighting orcs and similar shield breaking enemies. I don't know if I want to keep doing that or not. I think it might be worth it. Okay, stop spending. We're almost there. We sell the salt, do another couple of missions. 150 crowns. A day to the south. Yeah, fine. I mean, it's barely any profit. But every mission we do increases our reputation, which increases the rewards, so... And we save a bit of money on provisions. Shit, I didn't see what that was. Seven orcs. Fuck. Sorry, caravan. You're not paying us enough to fight orcs. 150 gold? Get out of here with that nonsense. Good luck, caravan hands. We're off. If the money had been better, maybe. But no. And the thing is, with the fact that there's a berserker there, it's not like we can hide behind the caravan hands and do damage while the hands get chopped to pieces, because the berserker will just get rage stacks and become unkillable. We are not making ourselves popular in the south here. After robbing a grave, now abandoning an escort mission. Oh, look at that. There was a two-handed berserker. That would have been suicide if we had stayed and fought that. Or I suppose more accurately, it's the kind of fight we had a decent chance of winning, but that would have been very, very costly. Oof, relations are not looking good here. At least they're not openly hostile yet. So here's the water mill that's going to give us the quest to get the fancy sword. I think you get the second half of that sword from the Black Monolith, I think. When you go to him, you present him with the hilt, he gives you the blade, gives you a legendary item. I hope it's not the Black Monolith that gives you the second half of that blade, because, like, what's the point? I mean, because the Black Monolith is the toughest fight on the map, so if they're going to give you this incredible weapon, you would want to use it for the Black Monolith. So I'm hoping you get that blade for that. By something else, by like an orc city or a goblin city or something. So interestingly, a while ago that was full of raiders, now it's many thugs. Okay, it's perfect, a few raiders. I mean, we're not getting paid to clear this out, but we need the money, and hopefully a few of these raiders will have armor that we would want. It's not good enough, but we'll still dagger these two down though, it's worth trying. That's the armor that I want. Okay, kill everyone, take his armor. Nice, good hit. And this is a sticky one actually, so I need to go there. Let's put a spear wall down. But now Eric can't go there, he's gonna have to go here. I have to stagger our lines a little bit. Okay, Mersault, pop his head open, will you please? Damn it. That dude is a problem though. Let's get out to the south here, see if we can't rotate these guys. Get a bunch of stabs in. The problem is now this lad's gonna take the high ground and attack with that bladed weapon from high ground. If we get lucky and they don't close into melee range, we'll back off this turn. No, see it, damn. Just wait, I want to give Mersault another chance to pop this guy's head open. Ah, unlucky Cesar. Damn it. Nice, that hit him in the face. Good. I don't like that we're fighting at a height disadvantage, but let's just do whatever we can here. Try and move the battle away from here. See, Eric now unfortunately can't get away from there. It might be worth taking the risk shield walling and then just trying to move away from that axe. It's a huge risk though if that hits him. In fact, I think that's too much of a risk. Let's just maintain shield wall, hope that keeps us safe. At least it's not a two-handed axe, so it can't break his shield. I mean, I would have loved a two-handed Dane axe so I get my hands on it, but be super dangerous. Perfect. Throw some toothpicks. Ah, shit. That's actually lucky it hit the head. And I've got the much more armor. Yes, Cesar. Okay, we got to get him out of there now, or rotate him out soon. Nice. On the next turn, that raider is almost certainly going to hit Eric. Oh, so close. It's got to be one hit point. Oh, Jesus, rip armor. Oh, that's actually pretty important. That axe could quite easily have killed Ewald. If I stab, I can rotate again. I can't rotate any of these lads in. I've got to rotate Eric back in there. Now if we're super lucky, Eric can move forward and pop that guy's head open with his flail. Push that guy down. Eric, just catch your breath actually. I actually expect this guy to run away now, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. So unless we just grab him in position right now. He's staggered, so he'll go at the end of the round. I think Leguo can survive a single hit. Let's just surround this guy. Hopefully we can stab him down. I'm fully going to back Eric and Mersault to lash that guy and hit him in the head. Come on, Eric. Ah! Assault. Unlucky. That was close. Nice, nice, fleeing. Okay, so hopefully we can bop that raider on the head and stun him, stop him from running. Is that already gone? Yes, his turn is done. Nice. Okay, good. They're both fleeing. Bosh. He's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Geef armor. Noob. Sikabliat. Give me your armor. Run them down. Oh, he's already stunned. Whoopsie. Come on, Eric. One hit should do it. Oh, almost. 45 damage. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so remember how I was saying our fortunes need to change, we need to start getting armor? That's a few battles in a row now where that's happened for us. That's exactly what we needed. Oh, whoopsie, I could have just stabbed there. What doing? We shouldn't need to bash him on the head. One more stab will do it. Come on, just die already. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's no need to hit him on the head. He can't escape. Cesar, you can't get in there. Just one more little tickle with a dagger. Wedekind does the honors. Nice. One mail, another flail, a hooked blade. All good stuff. All good stuff. Exactly what we needed. Sergeant Aloysius. I would say axe mastery, but we don't have a Dane axe for him to use. The quick hands could be good, rotation could also be good. I like quick hands, the defensive synergy. Let him start with his weapon out, but I think let's just go for rotation. The more rotation, the better. Okay, good. +3. I need to get his resolve up though. This resolve is pathetic. So if I take these hit points here now, I'm kind of admitting that I won't be taking what's it called again? Colossus. So if I take Colossus, that means I can put these points somewhere else, but that's only a +2 otherwise. Okay, fine, fuck it, we'll take Colossus. 60 accuracy, 58, also 60. Gimme all these flails. And slowly the improved armor is trickling down to the back. We're getting there. Very, very slowly, but we're getting there. Right, much better. Let's go flog this salt and then we'll call it a down this mission. 24 tools. Shit, we're gonna have to head down to Kaiwada to buy more tools. Noctaz, no thanks. I worry that tools are gonna be a continuous struggle on this map. 450, excellent. Okay. Honestly, all of these threshing flails can go now. We don't need them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need that. Let's keep 2 sets of armor. 8, actually 4 sets of armor. All of that. ever want these. Oh, so close. Amber shards we can maybe make some profit off of. Okay, good mission. Good. As badly as the last episode ended, this one has ended that well. We've gotten ourselves a couple worn chainmails. It's the tier 2 weaponry that I'm most pleased with. Hooked blade. It's these flails that are going to be amazing for us. Honestly, I'm tempted to go flail. So when we have 7 up front, right, it'll be flail, open space, two-handed warhammer, two-handed mace, dagger, two-handed mace, warhammer, space, open, flail. Which means there's no greatsword. I feel like you have to have the warhammers. You have to have that armor shred from the warhammers. There's just nothing better than a warhammer to get through armor. I mean, a great axe is kind of comparable, but you can't use that swing in a circle ability as often as you might like. Anyway, good mission. Welcome to a new few lads as well. Okay, and by the way, I did say at the end of the last one that the fodder can now be named after the veterans. So Padden Fane is the first veteran back on the list. Next, Spunkmeyer. These are all well-known names. Lodorak. Megu is named, Cesar is named, Eisenbart and Aloysius. Okay, so next up from the veterans, we got DK Jr., then Arnulf, then Tobert Schlongens, then Balunski, Eric the Red, Don Juan, David Ironheart, Slugvy, Ad Parling, and then some of the new guys. Next new guys, Clint, then Defrosty, Sir Chobarak, Clout McDowd, Stone Dog, and then a couple of new requests I'll add to the list as well. Okay friends, good episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. It's a very good 9 days for us.